Okay. Thank you for joining us today for our final presentation on Women's History Month. Before we continue, I would like to remind everyone to please mute your microphones and turn your cameras off in order to avoid background noise and not affect the bandwidth. We will let you know, you will get an opportunity to ask questions. We will let you know when. Please note that we are recording this presentation in order to continue sharing this great event. My name is Luz de los Reyes, and I am the Administrative Associate for Diversity and Inclusion Programs at El Paso Community College. Currently, D&I is under the direction of Dr. Andrew Peña, Executive Director for Human Resources. Joining us today, we also have Lee Vasquez, Coordinator for our program and our co-host for this great event. None of this would, of course, be possible without the support of our committee members and you all attending today. We would like to recognize Ms. Luz Roberts and Ms. Arlena Larcon for always supporting these events. Lee will now introduce our guest speaker for today.
Thank you, Luz. It is a pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today. She is not only a beauty enthusiast, but someone I admire for always being herself, my friend Leticia Hernandez Arellano. Leti is originally from El Paso, Texas. She lived in Hawaii for 8 years, where she received her master's degree in counseling psychology. Currently, she works as a group therapist at the El Paso jails. Her passion has been makeup for the past 10 years. She taught herself by watching YouTube channels, and that is how she became a makeup enthusiast. Her YouTube channel, Breaking Rules in Our 40s, was created by Leti after being told many times, "You are too old for expressive makeup." She noticed there was a lack of YouTube channels with similar content. Therefore, she decided to start her own channel to encourage other mature women to own their beauty despite their age, flaws, and or insecurities. So we're happy to have with us Leti. Welcome. And
Thank you. Oh my God, that was such an awesome introduction. Thank you. I was like, really? I did all that? No, just kidding. Thank you guys, everybody that's joining in, that joined in. I'm really grateful and I'm really thankful. I hope you guys, if you don't learn anything, at least have fun. That's all I'm expecting. Let's just have fun with this. It is just makeup. We can take it off if we don't like it. And I know what a lot of you are saying. Esta fea nos va a enseñar how to do makeup. Are you kidding me? But yes, I am going to show you guys how to do an easy makeup routine. And the reason that I'm doing it easy today, I want to apologize to you guys in advance, is because I am having some medical issues. Unfortunately, right now, my left eye is completely blind. I had a procedure done about 3 weeks ago, and my eye is like completely gone. I can't see anything from it. But that's exactly what my channel is about. That's exactly what I want to encourage women to do. That's exactly why I do what I do. For some reason, makeup makes me feel beautiful. It does. I mean, it gives me a lot of encouragement. It gives me self-esteem. It just helps me lift myself up, and that's what makeup does for me. And I hope that that's what it does for you guys as well. So the reason that I chose this look, I know it's not very extravagant, and I wish I could do a little bit more for you guys, but just because of my eye right now, I had to go with something a little bit simple. But you guys can always, I'm going to start doing my I'm not going to do YouTube channel anymore. I'm going to actually do my Facebook, because I do have a Facebook app or channel, and it is Breaking Rules in Our 40s, and I do want to start going live. I had just gotten discouraged because of everything that was going on with my medical issues. I had gotten discouraged, and it's so ironic that Lee called me and asked me if I wanted to do this, because I was asking for a sign from God, like something like, do I continue doing this or do I just forget it? But thank God he called me. So I'm going to be talking along as I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. I've already put on my mask on, which is what I call it. I already put on my mask, and I use, I'm going to tell you guys what products I use, up to you guys. Always remember that something that works for me doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you guys, but I will be recommending what I wear and what's worked for me. And a lot of my family members and friends that I teach or I help out, I don't teach them, because let me remind you guys, I am a makeup enthusiast. I am not a makeup artist. I'm a makeup enthusiast. So I just try to help out and give tips here and there to help out with this. So the makeup that I use, the actual liquid makeup, is from Frankie Rose, and I highly recommend this to especially us with more mature skin. I'm not going to say older because we're not older, we're just mature. And the reason I like it is because it really does fit a lot of people. It's good for oily skin, a combination, or dry skin, which is what I have. I have very dry skin. So I highly recommend that. And then I also use their concealer. One of the tips that I'm going to give you guys as we get older, you know how there's a lot of the younger girls that put the concealer, they do the whole V thing. That is not necessary for us anymore. We don't need to do that. All I do is I put it on the tip right here, and then right here I go up, and that gives you guys a lift effect. I don't know if you guys can tell. I know my eyes a little bit droopy and it's kind of not where it's supposed to be, but it does help to lift your eyes. So I would suggest to do it that way, to lift it right here. Okay. So there's two palettes that I use today. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm sorry, it's really dirty and nasty. Don't mind it because I do use it a lot. So I'm going to use these two colors because what we need to do is we are going to, sorry, we're going to go ahead and use the light brown colors because we need to put a base on our eye. So what you're going to do is that one, you are going to put it all from one end to the other. And you can use either circular motions or you can go back and forth, whichever you feel more comfortable with. I kind of do both as we go. So I pick up some product and then try to tap some off. So you just go from one end to the other, and you're gonna do it on the whole thing. I'm sorry. I don't know where I'm at right here. This is the first time I use Teams, guys. I had never used Teams before, so I really don't know where I'm looking at. So I do apologize for that. But pretty much what you're going to do is you need to blend. And this is one of the tricks as well, guys. Continue blending. You have to blend, blend, blend in order for it to make it look flawless. Like I said, this is kind of a simple look, but it makes it look like you've put in a lot of effort on it. That's why I like it. You just continue putting, you guys add as much as you want. There's some people with darker eyelids, lighter eyelids, so you guys do it to where you feel comfortable how dark it's going to be. I used pink today, but really, guys, this look, you can use any color you guys want to use. You can do pink, blue, red. I've tried all colors with this technique. I really like it because it does help. The other palette that I'm using is the Lime Crime palette, which looks like this. And the color that I'm going to be using is this pink one right here. You know what? I didn't notice that I had this pink one. I should have used it, but I might add it right now. But this is the pink one that I'm using right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I usually have comments going on while I'm doing this, so I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see everything I'm doing. So this one, what you guys are going to do is you're going to put it in the middle. I'm sorry, not in the middle, in the edge. So you're going to try to go up, and then on this side as well, in the corners. That's where you guys are going to put this color. Now I have very hooded eyes, and unfortunately, as we get older, our eyes get more hooded. So it's really complicated to try to do all those looks that the youngins do. It's really complicated to do those with hooded eyes, but just know that with practice, you guys can do it. All the looks can be done. So don't get discouraged. You just practice and you guys can do it. Again, like I tell you guys, this is just makeup. You don't like it, you can take it off. It doesn't matter. So what you want to do is you want to blend it towards kind of in, because right now we're going to use some concealer. So it doesn't have to be perfect at this time, okay? It doesn't have to be or precise lines or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. All you're doing is you're adding the color in the edges. And you guys don't go away because I do have a giveaway for you guys at the end of this. So don't go away because they'll be choosing a name later on. So now we're going to get the concealer and we're going to put it in the middle, right? Smack in the middle. You can, right here, what you need to know is how far you want it in, because this is where you're kind of like your highlight is going to go. Okay. So then here, I want you to look up all the way as high as you can, because that's going to tell you how high your concealer needs to go. With the flat, brush, you're going to go ahead and spread that. Spread it. I'm sure that's not a word that I'm supposed to be using, but okay. So all we're doing is we're patting that in, and you're kind of putting, you spread it to where you want your highlight to go, because we're gonna use a lighter color, which is this middle one that I'm using right here. So you kind of just spread it around, and then when you look up, that's where it told you how high it has to be, so that way it can show through the hooded eye. I hope I'm not sounding too loud. Too loud. Am I yelling?
Yeah, you're sounding good. And then just so that the audience knows, is that they could put comments on there on the chat, and we'll share those with you. So it makes
Oh,
it a
okay,
little bit
good.
easier. And then
Because my
also, if it's okay with you, Letty, if they have comments or questions, is it okay if they just raise their hand, and we'll acknowledge them so they can ask their
yes,
question?
if you want to help me with that, because that way I don't
Yeah,
have to be my glasses, take them off. If you want to help
yeah,
me with
yeah.
that would be awesome. Yes, you guys ask away. Also, you guys, you know what? We all have different experiences. You guys might have tips for us. I am more than welcome. I love when you guys give us tips or give me tips as well. So if you guys have anything to share, you guys share it as well. Okay, we're here to learn from each other. So any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask. I don't mind. I think I'd rather you guys talk. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. Kind of, I feel crazy. So yeah, if you guys can see, I'm kind of making it, trying to make it just as even as the other eye. So that way, now what we're gonna do is the first palette that I had told you guys, the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm selecting these three colors right here. Hope you guys can see them. It's these three colors, and I'm doing it with my finger because if you do it with a brush, it doesn't pick it up as pigmented. When you use your finger, for some reason, it really picks it up. So that's why I suggest you guys use your finger for this part right here. So then you're just gonna put it right where you put your concealer, where you used all of that. You put it on there. Just make sure, again, you guys put as much as you want. You know, the reason, like Lee was telling you guys, the reason that I started this is because I was using like all these different colors starting like around my 40s. I was really getting into makeup, and I was using all these different colors like blue, green, red, yellow, and I had a few family members, tias, of course, like always, telling me, "Mija, no, ya usted ya, you're too old for that. You shouldn't be doing that anymore. Like you shouldn't be using those colors." And I kind of started falling for it. I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe okay, and yeah, I'm gonna be 40 already. Maybe I shouldn't. And then I started thinking, but I like it. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people. If they don't like it, then don't look at me. That's my thought. Of course, I didn't say anything. I wasn't rude. You guys don't have to be rude about it. But I was just like, why shouldn't I wear it? It's only makeup. I can take it off. And even if it wasn't, if it's tattoos, if you guys can see I have a tattoo, cada quien, everybody, what they like to do, that's their business. We shouldn't like be metiches. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. That's my opinion. So I'm gonna go back to the same brown colors, because now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend it in together with the pink that I already have there. So really what you're doing is just trying to blend the pink colors with the light colors that you just put on there. So that way it kind of all looks meshed together. And again, guys, the trick is you guys have to blend, blend, blend. Make sure that if you're going to use brighter colors, do it on a time where you guys have time, because when it's brighter colors, when it's like darker colors, the blues, the purples, the greens, you have to blend even more for a longer time. And that's where sometimes we make the mistake of, when you're not blending, um it does look tacky. So that's the key right there. So it doesn't look tacky. You guys just have to blend, 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 blend. I know my aunt and everybody, are like, really, just blend, blend, blend. That's all I keep saying. Just keep blending. Do the Dory song. Just keep blending. Just keep blending. So, by the way, the same ants that criticized me for using those colors are the ants that asked me to start doing YouTube channels so that they could learn from me. So ironic, I know. I'm like, no que no. See, you guys learn from it. So pretty much, see, you just kind of now trying to make both eyes look the same. I know I'm gonna have a hard time because this one's really droopy now, but you're trying to distribute the colors so they're kind of even on both eyes. I hope they are. I don't know. I can tell. If they're not, just look away for now. Okay. So with this look, I like this. I'm going to use brown because I actually have to go to work after this. But if I were going out, if I were doing this for a night look or something more dramatic, I would use the black eyeliner. But because I have to go to work right now, I'm going to use the brown. So again, the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just using the browns. And you guys can, you have so many colors to choose from. If you can tell, see, so many colors to choose from. Just pick all the brown colors that you like. These are the darkest on the palette, so I'm like, really, look, I'm tapping every single color right there. And what you're going to do is, you don't have to be precise. You don't have to do it exactly. And you're just going to put it like the eyeliner. I am not good with wing eyeliner, guys. I have tried. If you guys go watch my YouTube video, I did one, Breaking Rules in Our 40s, all together. I tried to do an eyeliner, a winged eyeliner, and it just does not work for me. I can't do it. That's one of the things where I fail. There was somebody that asked if there's a look that I've been wanting to do, and there is. I want to try using the little piedritas that they use, like the little diamonds that the YouTubers and these beauty people that they put around their eye. And I'm wondering if we could do it with hooded eyes. I haven't done it yet because I bought everything. I haven't done it because then that's when all this started happening and I wasn't able to do it. But if you guys tell me that you guys would watch me, I would more than gladly try to put those things on. And we can test it out on hooded eyes, see if it works. Or if any of you have hooded eyes and have attempted or have tried that, did it work for you guys? Have any of you attempted that one? Okay. So I don't know if it doesn't match. This one's thicker than the other one. See, this is just playing around with makeup. You kind of just have to make it look kind of like the other one. I have different shaped eyes, so that makes it even harder for me. Pero aquí estoy, según yo, doing makeup, según yo. I hope you guys get my sense of humor. I have a really weird sense of humor. I hope you guys enjoy it or like it. With the same brush, I'm gonna do it on the bottom as an eyeliner. And this is a flat, really flat brush. Because you're trying to make it as small, because then I'm gonna get another brush, which is a little bit fatter. It's just a little bit fatter, and I'm gonna use that one to blend it out.
Letty, in doing your YouTube channels and your looks, what have you learned as far as like the materials you're using and stuff like that? Have you found any tricks or anything like that you can give to people?
What has helped me more, the eyeshadow and stuff, you know what, that really is up to everybody. Like, everybody can do those eyeshadows. Doing the YouTube, what has really helped me has been the skincare, because that is a big thing. I forgot to tell you guys, big thing. When you guys are going to do your makeup, you guys have to make sure that you guys moisturize your skin, because then you're going to look dry, you're going to look cakey. Even if you're oily, you have to moisturize your skin. That's one of the things that I've learned. So the taking care of your skin is a big key for that. But like I tell you, like the eyeshadows, yes, I have learned different techniques. Like this one, this is the halo. This is called halo. So this one, the reason it's called halo is because it looks like a little crown on the top. And this is my favorite to go look, because it's easy and it makes it look like you put a lot of effort into it. So that's why I use. So I have learned different techniques and different things on how to put on my eyeshadow. But what I have learned the most is how to put on my actual makeup and make yourself look younger, because ya empezamos with the little wrinkles here. And so that, like the technique of the concealer, when I was telling you guys, when I was doing it like that, porque I wanted to do it the way the youngins were doing it, mensa, it made my eyes look even more like you could really see the wrinkles. And I learned like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this isn't working. And then I saw another YouTuber that started doing it that way, and I tried it and it worked. You don't see the wrinkles as bad, or the fine lines, because at this point, guys, it's only fine lines. That's all we have. We don't have wrinkles. We just have fine lines. I noticed that I did this one darker than the other one, so now I'm gonna come back and fix this one. I'm telling you, going back and forth. And then also what I'm doing now is picking up the pink color that I used on the top, and that I'm gonna use to blend out the bottom eyelid.
So what advice do you have? Because on here we had a lot of students that signed up also. Um,
Uh-huh.
so I'm saying that, maybe somebody a little bit younger than 40 and stuff like that. What advice would you say that somebody that would given you advice when you were like in your 20s or younger, what do you wish that you would have known before that now you're a little bit more,
It's
mature?
it's it's still the same keyword, moisturizing. You guys need to start moisturizing as of your or late teens. We need to start taking care of our skin even before that. The SPFs, make sure you guys are using SPF, because if you don't want to start getting those manchitas that us older, you need to do use the SPF. When I was younger, just people to encourage each other, because um we have so many people that are criticizing. We just criticize. That's It seems like that's all we want to do at this point, at this day and age. All we want to do is criticize. Don't pay attention to anybody. Don't pay attention to what other people are saying. Ay, te ves así, te ves, don't wear that, don't wear this, don't. If it makes you feel comfortable, you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself. Why not? Why can't you just enjoy what you want to do? And if it makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy, just do it. And I when I was younger, I used to pay attention a lot to what would people say, what would people tell, if people stared. I don't know why I paid so much. And now it's like, no, I don't care. I don't care if people look at me. Maybe my eyeshadow is not as blended and it doesn't look as beautiful as I think it does. I think I look beautiful. Maybe it doesn't to them, pero ¿y qué tiene? That's my advice. You do what makes you happy.
I think that's great advice, and one of the things that since I know you a little bit from our past, Letty used to be working here at EPCC. She was working for with students and everything like that. So I know a little bit of your personal story, Letty. Growing up, it wasn't always like great and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So what kind of advice would you want to say to like everybody that's here, because it is Women's History Month, women providing healing, promoting hope. What message would you want to give to all our audience that is here, about keep on going? Because I know your journey, even for your education, which great, you have a master's right now and everything like that, but it took you a while to get there and stuff like that. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey there?
Sure. Yeah. So I got my master's degree in Hawaii, like Lee was telling you guys. Um, I'm actually a high school dropout. I am the worst when it comes to school, when it comes to education. Era la más, with nice words, mensa. Like when it came to school, I hated it. Like I tell you guys, I'm a high school dropout, and now my belief and my thinking is it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And you know what? I went all the way to my master's. How I did it, how I passed all those tests and all those licenses and all that. Oh my God, I don't know how I did it, but I keep saying if I can do it, any of you can do it. The thing is, the thing is now, like, you guys just have faith in yourself. Just you continue doing what, like I keep saying, what makes you guys happy. If you want, people are like, no, you shouldn't be a teacher right now because that pay doesn't pay. If that's what you want to do, you be a teacher. And then another thing is, let's encourage each other. Like, you know what, let's stop beating each other up. Let's stop discouraging. Instead, let's think positive. Let's just encourage people and women to accept themselves no matter what. Like I'm telling you right now, I cannot see anything from this eye. I'm like completely blind, and I can either, give it up, lay down, forget it, I'm done, or I can keep going. Like I tell you guys, maybe it's not as beautiful as I thought I would be, like, or the makeup is gonna be, oh, like this and that, and I'm gonna do this now. Maybe I can't do those flashy looks like the younger generation can do, but if this makes me happy, I'm going to continue doing it. And you guys just continue doing it and just encourage each other. Let's just be there for each other now. That no more beating each other up. That's my advice. That's what I can tell you guys. And again, like I tell you, as far as like my degree and all that, yes, I'm really happy in my career. I'm really happy with I'm learning. But it doesn't there was just something missing for me, and this is where I started doing my makeup, because I got discouraged, and then I started noticing that there's not a lot of people out there our age, with YouTube channels. So I was kind of like, what's going on with this? Why, like we need encouragement too. And so that's why I decided to start doing this channel, and also to um distract myself from all the negative stuff that was happening to me personally, medically, all this stuff. that is why I did it. That's why I started doing the YouTube channel. Like I tell you guys, now I want to kind of go more towards the Facebook, because YouTube, it's kind of hard. It really is kind of hard to grow anything. And I'm really not doing it for numbers. I'm really not doing it to get more followers or to get free stuff. And I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for myself because it distracts me from um, my negativity, things that happen in my personal life. So if you guys have anything, you guys want to go do flower pots, you guys want to do baking, cooking, whatever makes you guys feel good, go do it. Go do it. Don't get discouraged. Just because maybe you're having medical issues, maybe you have your kids that don't let you do anything. Which, by the way, I just became a grandma, and I'm really proud. Just 2 weeks ago, I became a new grandma. So now I even thought, like, now I'm a grandma. Does that mean I have to dress like a grandma too? But I said no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Do I have to wear makeup like for a grandma? No. She's gonna get to know the fun grandma. That's what I think. So, anyways, I'm just blending here. Ya me estoy haciendo aquí tonta con esto. The next point is the mascara. Because again, guys, I'm going to work. But if this were a night look, I would highly, highly, highly recommend for you guys to put eyelashes. Follow me on I have a YouTube video that shows you how to put on the eyelashes. And then once I start with the Facebook, uploading Facebook videos, not upload. Once I start going live on Facebook, I'll teach you guys on how to do it, because there are different techniques also for hooded eyes, how to put on your eyelashes. So I guess you guys are going to have to follow me for you guys to learn more. I can't teach you everything in one little session. I hope you guys do. So right here, I'm just going to do the mascara. And then another reason, guys, that I can't do, I'm so sorry. I did want to put eyelashes. No puedo ver. How am I going to do it if one eye is completely blind? I don't think I can do it. Should I try? You guys can make fun of me? Oh, look it, perfect. If you guys can notice, I just put some mascara on the underneath my eyes. So this is a tip for you guys. You guys can get either one of these things right here. I don't know what they're called, the cotton swabs, or a Q-tip. Just make sure that you guys let it dry. And then once it's dry, then you guys can go in and it'll come off by itself. But you need to make sure it dries. So right now, if I do it, it's gonna smear. So I have to let it dry. But perfect timing that this happened to me, so you guys could learn a new trick. So right here, I kind of already did my face. I already did my my makeup. I do like to put a little bit more under eye powder, and I'm not gonna do it on this one until it's dry, but I'm gonna put it on this side. And I use the banana colors. It does work for all, even if you guys are a little bit darker, lighter, the yellow ones, you guys can buy any brand. It doesn't really matter, but as long as it's called banana powder, you guys put it gives it a brightening effect. Like, it makes it look brighter. I don't know if you guys can tell right there. I don't know how the lighting is, but I can see that it does give it some brightening effect. And you kind of go down and then just make sure you cover your eye, and it gives it a brightening effect. So the yellow powder, I suggest you guys purchase that. Let me see if I can take it off. If it smears it, ni modo, okay? No, it came off. There you go. It came off. Do you guys have any questions right
now? No, they don't have a question, but there is a comment by Josie Mendoza. She said, "Thank you for being and staying strong. How ironic that it is a woman encouragement. And even with that, you're going through even though you put that aside to do this for us, most definitely an act of encouragement." Yeah, that's the whole thing. And it's a great message that you're giving. I think, Letty, that, we all go through problems, or anybody can go through problems, and, you still move on. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, because believe it or not, I was considering, I'm like, do I cancel this? Because, since I can't see, I don't know how am I going to be able to do a whole look with just one eye? And I really did consider canceling, but I was like, I can't do that to Lee. Poor Lee, I won't be able to do that. Like, I couldn't live with myself if I did that, if I canceled on you. So I was like, you know what? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm saying. You know, we need to accept our flaws and whatever flaws we have. You know, some of us might have acne. Some of us, you know, might have the dark spots in our eyes already, the dark circles under our eyes. Because believe me, I have my skin is not the perfect, the as that great. Makeup does do wonders. It really does. I'm gonna show you guys a trick right here because I already did my bronzing. So I'm gonna pick up some just just any powder, and then what I like to do to make it look a little bit more snatched. That's the word the kids use. Okay, not my word. And then you just do a line, and what you do is from the tip of your ear all the way to the end, and you kind of just snatch that. I need a little bit more. Hold on. And you can either let it bake for a little while, you can leave it there for a little while, or you can take it off immediately if you don't want it too harsh. I'm gonna take it off immediately, but you pretty much just do a line, and it's gonna make your highlight and your bronzer look more snatched, like a line, a fur line. I don't know if you could be able to tell, but this one you can already tell. And then look at this side; it doesn't really. So you can already see this is lifted up a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it does lift it up. So I like to do that. That's a good trick for you for um, the more mature skin. It lifts it up.
Yeah. There's a message, a question from, hopefully I pronounced your name right, Danka Zabata. Do you have a video for skincare? Anything for skincare?
Um, I think I do. If I don't, I can do one for you. But I think I do because it's because I only did like 5 6 videos, guys. And then this is when I started with all of my eye issues because I've been going with this through this for like a year and a half now, which is when I stopped doing my videos. And I think I do have one. I remember I did create one because I had a cousin that asked me for that. So go look for it, and I'll check myself. And if I don't, I promise you, I will do it. So yeah, so if you can see, it does lift it up a little bit. Again, right now you are gonna be able to tell that this side is a little bit already. You guys already know. Ya no, ya para de estar llorando. Ya no te quejes. That's all we can do. So we're pretty much. This is the eye look that I was going for. If I could, guys, I would put the eyelashes because I can guarantee you that the eyelashes will make this look so much better and so much prettier. Like I would highly suggest whenever you guys do your look, you have to put eyelashes. You have to put eyelashes. So now I'm just gonna put some lipstick real quick. So I'm going with the pink. I'm doing MAC. I'm gonna do the pink color. Where are we on time, Lee?
No, we're good. We're at 12:32, so we're good.
Okay, good. Okay. Do you guys have any questions that you guys would want to ask for? Or do you guys have any tips for me? Anything
Yeah.
that you guys would want to show me?
Well, Josie Mendoza is asking, can we ask you what it is you do for a living? You seem like the favorite tia.
I'm gonna say I am the favorite tia, but I am the crazy tia. That's how everybody they always this is the crazy tia. When I'm meeting my new nephews from Austin, when they first came to visit us, they had never met me before. Yeah, they were telling them this is the crazy tia. So yes, I am known as that. What I do for a living is I work at the jails. I do have like he said, I have my master's in counseling psychology in the community department, and I work in the jails right now. I pretty much what I do is I do group therapy with people with the inmates that are about to get released. We start providing assistance. We start providing them with techniques and things for them to do so that they don't fall back and going back into what they were doing once they get released. So that's pretty much what I do right now. On the side, I mean, we do a lot of one-on-one with them as well. And then we do deal with a bunch of crazy stuff like, inmates throwing shit around and people, hearing voices, voices attacking them. We see a lot. We have dealt with a lot in there. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. I know it's
And
kind
then
of crazy.
Alexa Mora is asking that she doesn't wear makeup much
Mm-hmm.
because when she puts it on, the foundation, it
Uh-huh.
looks dry and broken. So she says, I get a bit discouraged. What you recommend to fix it or make it look smoother?
I am gonna say, um, first of all, you need to hydrate. That's the main thing I'm telling you because that's what makeup does. Like there's been times where like I ignored my skin, and when I tried to go back and put makeup, it looks cakey. My makeup looks cakey, and oh, I hated it. So hydration was a big thing, and then once a week you might want to exfoliate. You need maybe depending on how sensitive your skin is, but maybe once or twice a week you need to exfoliate your skin, and then make sure you hydrate it. So the try that, see if that works. I'm sure it would work. It'll work for you. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do the same with my nose as that I did over here. And pretty much just I can't find my brush, the smaller one, so I'm just gonna use this one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten it like that, and then just kind of go in the middle. So you just want to do a line right in the middle. And then because my nose is kind of wide, I like to do this part right here. Again, this is one of the techniques that I learned on YouTube or for YouTube as well. This is one of the things that I learned. Because yeah, this one, everybody does it. But what I had to learn is that because I have this very wide, I have to kind of hide it. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And then this is crazy because then right now we're going to highlight this part. Really? So you're hiding, but then highlighting. That's makeup tricks for you guys, what you're not expecting. Okay, so then I am gonna highlight a little bit. I'm not gonna go all crazy because, like I told you guys, I'm gonna go to work. But if I were going out, I would use this. I would go a little bit thicker on this, but I'm just gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the highlight. Any highlight. I don't like gold. Gold highlights do not look good on me, so I try to go a little bit more towards like the pinky or the kind of like the yellowish because I'm very yellow. Because when I go to gold, it really makes my fine lines stand out for some reason. So I try not to go with gold. So this is, and I use a lot of the Jaclyn Hill cosmetics. I have pretty much everything from Jaclyn Hill. I love that. I love her products. So I'm just gonna put a little bit right on the apple of my cheeks. You can smile for this, and then go up. You smile first for this part, and then don't smile because then you're just putting them in the like you're skipping the wrinkles, so you're gonna have the lines like that. So don't do that. Just smile here, and then don't smile anymore. Oh, you guys made me smile. Hold on. I got distracted. I smiled. Again, guys, you guys make any mistakes, it doesn't look good on you. What you can do is, yeah, of course, you're gonna wipe it off and then start all over. But it's just makeup. You guys can take it off. It's not a problem. Do we see highlight? I don't really like this highlight. Let's try this. Another Jaclyn Hill stuff here. Let me try this one because you couldn't see that one, right? My lighting, I think, looks different from what's on the camera because when I see myself, it's like I can't see anything. And then over here, it's like, damn, what happened? So I'm hoping you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. And the tip, and then just a little bit right here. I don't do too much highlight. Like I don't do the full face thing. I really don't do too much. And I like a very light hand because yes, this is one of those parts where if you do too much and if you do have fine lines, you are gonna make them stand out even more. So I don't recommend too much of it. But it makes it look so pretty. I wish I had known all this when I was younger and I could have done all of this. And bow. There you go. Do you guys see it? Can any of you tell me if you guys see it? ¿Se ve? ¿No se ve?
Yeah.
¿Se ve?
Yeah.
¿No se ve? This is a good thing about Teams. I can ask questions.
Yeah. And then, well, there's two questions for you on here on the chat. When you're talking about moisturizers, the person says makes my skin get oily. Is there anything else you recommend to use? And then somebody says your skin looks great. What cleanser works for you? So those are two questions.
The cleanser that I use, I used to use Tatcha, but it kind of started getting expensive, guys, and I'm like, I can't afford this anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not like those YouTubers or those people that get free stuff. I'm still not there. So I kind of stopped going from Tata, and I started using oh my god, what's the name of that product? If they sell it at Ulta, um, I can go get it for you guys, but I don't want to leave you guys here. Let me think about it because it's not it's like a it's not a high end brand what I'm using. I do exfoliate though, guys, and I do have this thing back here. I don't know if you guys can see it, where it does the steam thing to open up your pores, and then that's when I use the then I close them down with the moisturizers. So I do exfoliate, and I do once a week, maybe twice a month. I do the steam thing for my face. And again, I don't go for facials. I don't do none of that stuff. It starts getting expensive, especially right now with the gas and everything that's happening. No. So, yeah. For the person that said that her skin gets oily, there are different products for oily skin and for sensitive skin. Um, Usually those do tend to be a little bit more expensive, but there are products out there for you guys. Um, I do have a cousin that has very oily skin, and unfortunately, what she does have to do is she has to buy those blotting papers, and that really helps her a lot. So throughout the day, like she blots, and then she was using powder, and I told her to stop using powder. Like, don't use powder. I know you think that because it's oily, using the powder it doesn't help it. It makes it actually look worse. So don't use powder. I don't know if you're using powder.
And then there's also the question about also what routine and products do you recommend for when you take your makeup off?
That one, you know what? I usually just use, and I have it right here. I just use my Garnier. Um, of course, I do wash my face, and you guys, really, I needed to start doing all of this, especially as I got older. When I was younger, I would every night I me quedaba dormida con el makeup. I really didn't care, and I think I really messed my skin up a lot. So now I really do have to take off my makeup at night. I have to do all of that. I have to take off my makeup. I have to take it off with I use this one because this one's water based. I don't like oil because it makes me feel out. I don't like it. So especially for the oily skin people, use the water one. The one that says water, that really helps for oily skin. I really don't do too much. I concentrate more on my eyes, and I put my night cream in my eyes. So I do concentrate a lot on that. I even have my, let me see. One of the expensive things that I do use is the Lancome. Like I tell you guys, for my eyes, I do try to buy like a little bit more high end products, and so I do use the Lancome stuff because I figure this is where you start getting the very defined um, fine lines. So I think that's where you need to take care of the most. So yes, um, I'm pretty much finishing up my look here, and what I use is I do seal so that way my makeup can last longer. When I forget to put any spray, my makeup usually lasts about 4 hours. When I do spray, and I have different sprays. I don't just use one. I have different kind. Like I have the Urban Decay All Nighter. I have this one. This one's new, but this one's a little bit more oily. But it gives you like a little shine. And that's why I like it because I'm very dry. I go with the shine stuff um, because I'm very dry. So for those of you that are not that dry, I would highly recommend the Urban Decay stuff. All of their sprays are really good. So it's up to you guys what you want. Do you want to shine, or do you want to kind of just matte it out? Because there's products for everything, guys. Like there's product to matte it out. There's products to make it shinier. There's products for everything. Any more questions, guys? Don't mind my hair either, okay? Because I'm a grandma now.
So far, there's no questions in the chat, but we'll open it up to anybody in the room. Does anybody have a question that they would like to ask Letty or anything? Luz, I believe you had a question earlier. I don't know if you want to ask your question. I know. So sometimes we get our audience is a little quiet, but
don't be shy, guys. Come
yeah.
on, don't be shy. Or everybody's just like, just give us the price.
Hi, Miss Letty. No, I did had some few questions on some products. Would you recommend like aloe or for your face, for the skin? Uh, Is it a good product for the skin?
The aloe, I actually use aloe for the body. I really don't
Uh-huh.
use it for my skin. I know some products that you purchase, like they have the aloe right there, pintadito allí and all that. I know there's some products, but I don't use aloe on my face, but I do use it for my body because my body needs a
Mm.
lot more help than my face. Let me tell you that. Yeah. But no, I don't really. I know it helps a lot for like really dry, but I haven't had to go to those extremes yet.
Okay. And what about the hair? Would you recommend anything like for your hair to grow faster?
Um, I I actually do have a coconut mix, and it also has aloe in it. It has
Okay.
aloe, coconut oil, and then what I do, because my hair was falling out so bad, guys. I know it's not like all great there anymore, but I used to have hair where the band would only go once around. That was back in my teenage years. Okay, there's been too much things that have happened to me already since then, so I don't expect to have the hair, pero tampoco no quería quedar completely pelona. So that oil product that I would do, and what helped me was that in YouTube, again, you learn everything from YouTube, is do it
Hmm.
backwards, and then like I would lay on my bed, and then my head would be back like that, and you stay like that for like 5 minutes, because it gives the blood goes to your head, and I don't it gave a full explanation, and I did that for like about 2 3 months, and it my hair actually, like, you could still even see right here, like you could still see the baby hairs, my baby hairs and everything. My hair started growing. So, but to me, it
Mm.
wasn't so much the oil, because I changed that around. It was the technique of laying on my bed like that for like 5 10 minutes. Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that one either.
Nice. Good. Good tips.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Letty. You're
Yeah.
muted, Lee.
Yeah, I forget about that mic. On our chat, we have Josie Mendoza is asking, "What's your best advice to give to women?" I don't know if it pertains to like makeup tips or to life or anything like that, but all of the above. We'll say all of the above.
For makeup is, don't be scared. Don't be scared to do any makeup look. Don't be scared to use the little diamond things like the ones I want to do, which I am going to do one of these days. I'm going to do it once I get this eye better. Don't be afraid. Again, it's makeup. You can take it off, you can wipe it off. It's not like you're going to be permanent with it. um as far as life, um be kind and respectful, because you never know when somebody else is going through something. They may be rude, but just seeing that both of you be rude to each other. No, just be kind and accepting. Accept other people's for their faults. You guys know that I work in the jail. Imagine if I went in with an attitude, no, pues he's in the jail, like, oh my god, he must be a bad person. No, you be open minded. A lot of people make mistakes, and um they're they may be rude, they may be going through something that we don't know, and here we are judging, here we are criticizing. Don't. Let the people be. Let people be. You take care of yourself. You worry about you and your family and your children. You worry about you. Career wise, again, don't worry about what other people say. If you want to be a counselor, you want to be a teacher, you want to be a photographer, because that's what I wanted to do when I was a young kid, según yo. Whatever you guys want to do, you do it. You go for it. Try it. Try your best. And you know what? And if it doesn't pan out, at least you can say in your lifetime, I tried. I tried and it didn't work for me, but I tried. And have fun. Have fun in life. Like, life is too short. Just have fun. You never know when you're going to be going through issues and things. You never know when it's going to be your last day, and you don't want to have any regrets. So, advice to as to something else, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the important thing is following your passion. That's the great thing. I think it makes you happier that you've tried something and you've done it. Um, it's great, like I said, that I've known you for many years, and when I saw that you were doing the YouTube thing, I was like, okay, let's see, what is she gonna do? But actually, you did really good. Your production quality was really good.
Thank
So,
you.
who helped you? And was it your family that was helping you with all that stuff, or it was just
Oh,
you
I
and
did it
everything?
all on my own. I did it, like,
Wow,
I got the lightings. I bought the
wow.
ring lights. I did. My husband is the only one that helped me in setting it up, because that's the reason I don't want to do YouTube anymore, because you have to set up all the lights, and I don't have a big house. Like, I had to move to a room where it was smaller, because back then we had a house where I had my own room. So the lights were always just set up. I would just go sit down and do it. And now that we moved and I'm in a little corner, ya me movieron a la esquinita. It's harder for me to set it up, which is why I'm like, okay. And I was telling you that I was thinking of just quitting. Like, you know what? That's it. Don't even bother with it anymore. And then I was like, maybe I should do Facebook Lives, pero me daba pena, like it's embarrassing, like, oh my God, estoy como tonta hablándome sola, and mírame dónde ando. but but I was like, maybe I should stop. And then you came around and did this. So I was like, maybe it's not time for me to stop. Maybe I should continue doing this. And because again, it's not about people, it was about making me feel good. And I want to continue doing it. I was getting discouraged, and guys, you know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen where life is gonna throw shit at you, and you have to make a decision. Either you move forward or you let it bring you down. And right now with this situation, like I tell you guys, I was kind of worried. I've been worried about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still worried about it. But I was like, do I let Lee down and not do this? And I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. I'm just gonna do it. Just go for it. Let's see what happens. What bad can come out of this? So here I am.
Oh yeah, and we've been doing every week. We've been doing a different speaker. So that's a good thing that like today when you were talking about your makeup that you had two different things that you could add more if you wanted to go out and stuff like that. Even I know in one of them that one of our biggest audience we had also was for the thinking about changing careers and stuff like that. What advice would you give to anybody like maybe going for like an interview and stuff like that? Do they go all out and wear what they want, or
I
don't
mean, of
talk
course,
people as much, or what
no,
do
and you know
you
what? Of course, you're not gonna go and go with those long eyelashes. Like no. I mean, you do have to dress appropriately. You do have to. I mean, if you're going for an interview, you do have to bring down your makeup a little bit. But I would suggest you do wear makeup because I have also been part of hiring committees, and believe it or not, wearing makeup does lean a little bit towards wanting the person to hire the person. There has been studies where women that wear makeup get treated different in public. Like when you go to the stores, you go to grocery shopping, you go to the mall, you go. If you're wearing makeup, you get treated different. So and if you guys don't believe me, go check it out. There are studies about that. So wearing makeup does help you because I think it makes you look like you care about yourself. So it does help when you go to interviews. Where I mean, I'm not saying go all out either, but a little subtle makeup, I would suggest you guys do it.
and like right now, like we were saying that as you get older, also you look very natural. That's a whole thing that a lot of people talk about, that like going natural, or having like that
Going all
a
out.
lot of makeup applied and stuff like that. But it's whatever makes you happy, right?
Exactly. Whatever makes you happy. Like I tell you, you guys, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna start doing my Facebook lives. And it is on my page, Breaking Rules in Our 40s. I am gonna start, and I promise you that I will do more colorful looks, because there is a difference in the blending with how when you're using the darker colors like the purples and the blues, and it is a different kind of blending, and where you position the eyeshadow, especially for us people with hooded eyes. It is there is a difference. And I mean, I wish I could show you guys all here right now, but unfortunately we only have so much time. And I mean, I wouldn't be able to show you all the looks because I only have two eyes y uno no sirve. So
Uh,
imagine that. But I will show you guys more techniques, and I will start doing colorful looks.
yeah, and then we have Jenica said once again, would it be okay to wear the minimum?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, when I've done the interviews and stuff, it there have been girls that go out there, but again, we can't judge. We can't say, oh no, she didn't wear makeup, I'm not gonna hire. No, it's not about that. It's the way you carry yourself. You really don't even have to wear makeup, but there's a lot of you women out there that are beautiful without makeup, that sometimes even not wearing makeup makes you guys, you're beautiful without makeup. So not it's the way you own it, it's the way you come across. You don't have to wear makeup, it's just the way you own it. It's your self-esteem, and that's what's more important, the way you carry yourself. You can go to an interview, but if you look confident, I got this, you don't even have to wear makeup. But I mean, my advice, me personally, I would wear just a little bit. Me personally, okay. Now that you guys have to, but I would just put on a little bit. But why? Because that makes me feel good about myself. That's why, because it makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah,
But
you don't have to be asking permission to anybody else,
yeah,
and stuff
not
like that. Yeah, and I thank Danica and Josie. They've been commenting on the chat, and they've been saying that yeah, you're super courageous, and then for Danica that she needs to just find a style that fits her, which I
hmm
think is very important and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Because I mean, there's like I tell you guys, the eyeliner thing for me. Go watch that YouTube video. It's actually funny because I try to do the wing eyeliner, but it comes out like a happy face, and I it doesn't. I don't get it sharp like that, and I hate it. I hate it because I see that look that the girls can pull off, and even women my age, they can still pull off that, and I just cannot do it. So it's your personal style. It's what you like, and people said no, it looks fine. Not for me. I don't like it. So it is you owning your personal style, and maybe like I tell you guys, play with makeup. Those those nights that you're there at home and you don't have nothing to do, start with put on makeup, play with it, and then you guys can maybe from there you guys will see what looks good on you, what you like, what you don't like, what didn't look good on you, what you're not going to try out in public. Play with the makeup. You like I say, you wash it off. So that would be a good tip. Play. You could, the people, those girls that say I don't wear makeup, and you want to start at nights when you have nothing to do. You're bored. Try. Let me try to do a look.
Yeah.
Start from there.
That's awesome. Is there anything? We're already getting close to the time, Letty. But is there anything that you would like to finish up with and let us
Um,
know?
I just want to thank you guys, all of you guys that joined in. I really, really appreciate it, and I want to thank you, Lee. Thank you so much because you actually encouraged me. You actually gave me that little push that I needed. Like, do I do this? Do I not? For when it was
Oh,
just
of course.
perfect timing from when you called me, and I really want to thank you for that. Like I told you guys, we do have a little prize for you guys. Do you want me to show it, Lee? You have.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
then
want to.
what Luz has been doing is that everybody that's been on here, she wrote everybody's name. She's we're gonna do a little pick out of the thing. So good luck to everybody. And I
Okay.
believe it's for like a makeup kit, right? Or a makeup
Yeah.
something.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a palette. It's a makeup palette. It is with colorful looks because I want you guys to get out of your browns and your naturals and your neutrals, and I want you guys to start playing with colorful makeup. So that's why I'm giving you guys this palette because I do have some brown ones, but what I want to do is I want to encourage one of you guys to start wearing colors because I know there's one of you
Breaking
guys
the
that's
rules.
thinking about it.
Yes. Breaking
Yeah,
the
I know
rules.
there's one
Yes.
of you are breaking that rule about just wearing brown, just wearing neutrals. Break that rule. So that's why I'm doing this palette.
All right. All right.
Very
All right,
Okay.
Luz.
easy.
So
It wasn't.
do the honor. Do
Okay.
the
Let's
honor. Let's
see.
see who wins it, and then we have some announcements just to finish up. So let's see who's the
And
winner.
then also say, they pick it up in your office, Lee, or do you want me to
Yes.
mail it? How do you?
Yes. What we'll do is that we'll contact that person. Hopefully we could get them. Right now we'll share some information on our office, and then we'll have them contact us to pick up the thing here at the ASC with us.
It's not the thing. It's an eyeshadow palette.
Eyeshadow
Palette.
palette. All right.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So our winner is.
I have the winner. Let's see who it is. And I wrote everyone's name. Sebastian Murga.
Yes, for the
All
light.
right.
And the winner is Sebastian.
Yay!
Sebastian. So you're
Congratulations.
yes, so that's good. So we'll be contacting you, Sebastian. Let me just share my screen real quick with you all once again. We would like to thank Letty and everybody that has done great presentations for us for Women's History Month. Letty, of course, there was a great presentation. But we would like to thank also Iris Lopez, Susie Zamora, Lenora Garcia, and of course Letty Arellano for being with us all these weeks of this month, March, for Women's History Month. We do want to share with you all that by tomorrow we still have the Black History Month scholarship going on. The deadline is tomorrow, so if you know anybody that would like to apply for it, they have until tomorrow. Please visit the EPCC Financial Aid webpage. We do have a Women's History Month scholarship, the Adelante Mujer. and that one is going on until the end of April. So we do have that one until the end of April 29th. Um, Thank you to the EPCC Foundation for helping us with these scholarships. They're the ones that are getting all the applications for us and everything like that. So we want to say thank you to them. Thank you to Financial Aid for doing that. Do go and apply for these scholarships. Um, Contact information, of course, you can reach us all at this information on here on the screen. For our winner, once again, who was it again, Luz?
Sebastián Murray.
Sebastian, please contact us. You could send an email to myself or Luz de los Reyes. So contact us, Sebastian, for your gift. Everybody else, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to contact us. Go ahead, Luz.
Also, follow us on social media. We are on Facebook and Instagram. Also, for the future, any future workshops, if you would like to volunteer or be part of workshops, please visit our website, epcc.edu/services/diversity. And thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, Leticia. It was a great presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank you.